Hello, our wonderful pre-AP math students. You've got your favorite pre-AP math teachers here, and yes, we are your favorite pre-AP math teachers. You can deal with that. We're here to talk about volumes of prisms and cylinders. You know what's funny, Miss Green?
What?
You're on the video, but you're not here.
That's funny.
That is pretty funny, right?
It's kind of...
ironic?
It's weird.
It's weird. Ooh, she's here, but she's not here.
I'm haunting you.
Oh.
Through your videos.
Creepy. So we're doing volumes of prisms and cylinders today. Your learning target today is we will find the volume of prisms and cylinders by using the corresponding formula.
Yes, Audrey, it's vague once again because we have to once again, it's very complicated and I'm not going to write this really, really long learning target when all you have to know is we're going to use the corresponding formula.
Which is what we're doing.
Audrey, I'm talking to you. Okay.
You hear that, Audrey?
Just making sure.
Okay. What is volume? If I have a yogurt, because it happens to be sitting here.
Perfect. Look at that. It's almost cylindrical.
It's almost cylinder. It's kind of a prism. What is the volume of this item? How do I find the volume? Is it the wrapping around the outside of it?
No, because that would be surface area.
That's surface area.
Or lateral, really. Lateral surface area.
It's the yogurt inside, isn't it?
It is. It's a yogurt inside.
Oh, so all my yogurt that I'm going to eat for my snack today, drink for my snack today, is the volume. So that liquid inside is your volume. So it's what's inside. Like if you have a swimming pool, the water inside the swimming pool is volume.
The milk inside a gallon.
Gallon of milk.
Right.
That's your volume.
Soup.
Soup?
I mean, anything. Just anything.
That's inside.
You can actually get the volume of an empty room. For example, our classroom. You can get the volume of this room because if we needed to stack something in here.
The volume of the air in the room.
There you go. So, just so you know. And remember, it's kind of easy to remember because surface area is talking about the area.
Inside.
The area.
The area.
The outside. And then volume is what's inside.
Perfect.
So funny how tiny you write.
I know.
Compared to my ginormous letters.
Ginormous. That's the thing. The formula to find the volume of a prism and a cylinder, you got to remember this. This is just for prisms and cylinder, is volume equals big B times H. Yes, that big B is vitally important because it means
area of the base.
Of the base. It's the whole base. And remember, this base is the base shape. So if it's a cylinder, the base would be a circle. If it's a rectangular prism, the would be a base of the rectangle. If it's a triangular prism, it's the triangle.
Let's go back to the rectangular prism. How do I know which one's my base?
If it doesn't specifically specify.
It's
the bottom, the one it's sitting on.
So even if a side is shaded, it's not going to be that one. It has to be specified.
It has to be specified.
Okay.
For sure.
Just making sure.
Yes. H is the height of the prism. As we're working on surface area, seeing a lot of you guys go, oh, this is the height. If I have a, let's go rectangular pyramid. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at drawing these.
I can tell. It's pretty.
So let's say I have this. This is my rectangular prism. Go with my drawing. I forgot that one. Go with my drawing. And you've got this side's your base, and it tells you that. And this is 4, this is 3, and this is 6.
The front is the base?
The front is the base.
Okay.
And I see a lot of you go, oh, the area of the base is 4 times 3. Times 3, because that's the height. And I'm going, no, that's the height of your base. It's saying height of your prism.
You can't, okay, so like if you're using the 4 for the base of your base, I know it sounds silly, and you're using 3 for the height of your base, then you can't use the 6 for the height of your prism also. It has to, I'm sorry, you can't use the 3 again. You have to use the third number. So that's kind of a little trick that I teach my students is once you've used these two for the base, then when you get to the height of the prism, this is for the height of the base, when you get to the height of the prism,
it's the other
number. It has to be the other number. So that's just a little tip to help you remember if you've already used 2 numbers, make sure you use the third number as well.
And I hate that they put base in here. I miss the length times width because I used to be able to teach length times width times height, which was ladies wear heels, and it was just so much fun. LWH.
This is it's just silly. I'm going to find the base of the base.
I hate it.
I know, you're going to hate it too, but just remember it's the base.
The bottom.
The base. The base. I usually say the base edge of the base, the height of the base, and then the height of the prism.
Yeah. So this is our formula. Make sure you know it. Let's look at a problem. We've got a rectangular prism.
Base is not specified.
So base is not specified, so I'm going to assume it's this bottom base, which
There you go.
Yeah? Oh, look at that. That was pretty good.
I'm impressed. Good job.
So that's our base, since it's not specified. So we're doing volume equals, that's not a V, volume equals big B times H. So the area of my base, how do I find the area of my base?
Area of the base, well, it's a rectangle, so it's going to be lowercase b times h.
So BH, H.
Right. So what I'm going to do real quick, just so that you can see, this BH stands for the area of the base.
So what is the base of my base?
7.
So 7 times, what's the height of my base?
4.
What's the height of my prism?
9.
So I've got 7 times 4 times 9.
And guys, the only reason why I'm putting parentheses is so that you see the pattern.
Goes,
right. Okay, so what was that?
7 times 4 times 9, which when we plug that into our little handy calculator.
7 times 4 times 9 is 252.
252 meters cubed.
Okay.
That's important. And We're doing volume.
And I've already talked to some of my students about this.
Me too.
Cubed is when you use 3 dimensions. We're using the base. The length, the width, and the height.
Cubic units. Volume is in cubic units.
I would write that down somewhere. And if you really want to add somewhere, write area is written in square units.
Yes. So area is in square units. I'll throw it down in here.
I would write it down just so you remember the difference. And if you think about it, always go back. Area, square units. So whenever you're doing areas, it's really like a square, something that's plain, flat. Yeah. Okay, volume is like a cube, something that's 3-dimensional.
Yes.
So that's kind of a little tip to help you remember.
Now let's look at the next one. Michelle wants to fill an empty can of soup with water. It's 3 inches tall and has a radius of 2 inches. What's the volume?
Don't judge my word problem. Let's keep
going. It's okay. We are going to, my first thing, I like to draw it.
Okay, yes, perfect.
So I'm going to draw my soup can. Again, I am not an artist. You can draw them however you would like. But it worked out.
There you go.
I've got a can of soup and wants to fill it with water. So she wants to fill it entirely. So that's the volume.
And I underlined fill, so you know that's one word that is used to find volume.
Yes. So it's 3 inches tall. So it's 3 inches tall. And it has a radius of 2 inches.
Can I see that? I hope so.
Maybe.
Okay, here we go.
It's close. So now our volume equals area of the base times the height. How do we find the area of a circle?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared times the height. You're welcome. So now, what is our radius?
2.
So pi times 2 squared times the height. Remember that, I'm going to move up here, that 2 squared is 4, so 4 pi times the height,
3.
which I have not put in, which was 3. So basically, volume equals 12 pi, or volume is approximately
37.7.
37.7 inches cubed. Again, remember, both of these answers are correct.
So you might see this.
Or you might see that.
So you need to make sure you're familiar with both answers.
And all we did to get that was do 12 times the pi button.
Right.
When you're doing the calculator and you're using that calculator, use the pi button. It's going to be more accurate. So
closer to the actual answer.
Yes. So I think that's all we have for prisms and pyramids.
Yay!
Yay, that's exciting. So I will see you guys later. Miss Green will be magically with us this week.
I will see you sometime soon.
Yes, she's having too much fun.
Peace out.
Bye.